I need to tell you something. I saw your video where you explained the danger of a single story. For me, was something huge, opened my mind, opened my eyes. And I'd like to know, when did you notice they tell single stories about us?
Growing up, I didn't really read, I didn't see books that reflected my reality. All the books that I read were from England. At some point, you start thinking that a book has to have white people in it because all the books that you see have white people in it. And so as a child, when I started to write, I was writing exactly the same things I was reading, which is all of my characters were white. And I think maybe at the time, without actually being able to articulate it, without actually being able to have the language to talk about it, I knew something was wrong. Later when I started writing about, the things that were actually happening in my life, I started thinking about, the other young people like me who were growing up and what they were reading and what they were seeing. I think it's important to read very widely. I think it's important to have many stories, but it's equally important to have the story of yourself. You have to be able to see yourself in literature. You have to be able to see your world in literature. You have to be able to think of yourself as normal and ordinary, before you can then be comfortable in the world, if that makes sense. As people of color in the world, particularly Black people, people of African descent, and people from Africa, the single story of us has been consistently negative. And it's not so much that I believe that we should have only positive stories, because that's also a lie. But we need to have true stories. And in my experience, when you tell the truth about a place or a person, you have a mix. You have the bad things, but you also have the good things.